Hey everybody, my name is Todd, and you're watching the Versus series on StarCityGames.com. Jinx, double jinx, triple jinx, no takesies backsies.
All right, so we're here for our second day of standard testing leading into Pro Tour Hour of Devastation, and we've got a few doozies for you. Todd Stevens here, Todd Anderson on the other side of the table. This is the Todd Mirror, as I like to call it. We have a little trouble doing the intro, as you may have already seen.
Yeah, I mean, I was Todd. I was supposed to go. They said, Todd, do the intro.
Yeah, they said, Todd, do the intro. So I did the intro.
Yeah.
Right. So today we're actually playing a few decks that did well at the first standard event of the season, the Star City Games Open in Cincinnati. You were there.
Yeah, I was
there.
How did you do? I did okay. I went 10-5, got 35th place. I played I guess a 5-color deck technically with a bunch of planeswalkers.
Sure.
I was playing the wrong color, I guess. I was playing green, too much green in my deck because a Planeswalker deck won. Michael Hamilton won with a 4-color control, just built around Planeswalkers, had Nicol Bolas at the top end also. So that's what I'm going to be playing today.
Cool. Yeah, I watched a good bit of coverage of that event. I could not make it myself. Michael Hamilton's run through that tournament was very impressive, especially with a deck that on paper looks quite weird. You know, we don't see a whole lot of Dovin Bond Planeswalkers running around these days.
Right.
It's one of these innocuous Planeswalkers that when it first came out, people were like, oh, well, it can gain some life and draw some cards. That's pretty good for a Planeswalker. It can protect itself to an extent with its plus ability. But yeah, I think the rest of the deck really showcases, you know, what a control deck in the format can do. We've seen these blue-red Harness Lightning, Torrential Gearhulk, Glimmer of Genius decks before. This one, a little less heavy on the Torrential Gearhulk, a little more reliant on the Planeswalkers. But it does have some sweepers with Fumigate and such. So it definitely looked good on paper after watching it play out, at least.
Yeah, and because there's just so many good, like, just control cards, like, in the format that it's hard to, like, pick which ones you want. You know, it's hard to have, like, 4 Harness Lightning, 4 Braid, or, you know, anything. There's just so many options. So Michael's like, well, I kind of want, depending on the situation, I may want so many different cards. So I'm going to have my Glimmer of Genius, and then I'll find whatever I need.
No, it seemed to work out quite well for him. I know in the interview he did, he was playing 1 Nicol Bolas, and I think he said he wanted to trim that for another Torrential Gearhulk.
Makes sense.
I don't actually know the exact deck list. How many black sources do you have to actually cast it?
So I've got the 4 Ether Hub, and there's 1 Fetid Pool.
There might be a black-red dual land somewhere in there.
Yeah, I just see the 1 Fetid Pool here.
I've actually seen a few blue-red decks on Magic Online actually doing the same thing, where they have the 4 Ether Hubs, and then they play one of each of the black X cycling lands, and they use that to cast their, like, one of Nicol Bolas that you can usually find as the game progresses.
Right.
I'm not sure how good it is. I like playing the flash game with Torrential Gearhulk, but this deck seems like it's a lot more in the vein of tapping out, which I really like. So let's go and talk about my deck for today, which is a 4 Fevered Visions deck that's going to crush you.
That's true.
One of our things that we like to do here on the Verse series is teach a new guy some lessons. So this Fever Visions deck that I'm playing today is actually a Jim Davis concoction. Levi Basham? I want to say Basham.
Yeah. That's what you're going to do. You're going to bash him.
I'm going to bash him. Levi Basham actually made the top 64 of the same event, Star City Games Open in Cincinnati. And this is a Jim Davis brew that he wrote about a week and a half ago. And on paper, the deck looks really cool. You know, you have Riddle Form as a new creature that doesn't get hit by sweeper effects like Hour of Devastation, the card, Radiant Flames, Fumigate, things like that. And it triggers whenever you play a non-creature spell. Notably, it doesn't trigger when you play an instant or sorcery, so you can cast it into Fever Visions and even into Chandra, Torch of Defiance, and really run up that chain of cards that might be hard to deal with and don't die to traditional removal spells.
Right. No, that's just a real good curve that's going to be hard for Control to deal with, so we'll see how this plays out. I do love Fever Visions as a card. You may have noticed in my green base deck, I had 3 Fever Visions in my sideboard.
Yeah, that was something. I actually watched your deck at that event, and it seemed like you were very excited to play them, and I was like, yeah, it's my boy Todd. Yeah, Fever Visions.
I played against 0 control decks, though, the whole time. I know.
That's so weird.
I know.
I played against so much control on Magic.
I know. I thought I was good, too. Also, I had, like, all my trackers and Fever Visions and, like, all my Planeswalker. I was ready to go against control, and I just got...
played against Mono Earthshaker Kinras.
Yeah, those, and just a ton of Elder D-Fiends. I was just
Sure.
like, have all like my cool
Sure.
planeswalkers. They're like, tap your lands during your upkeep. And I was sad.
Sorcery Speed stuff sucks.
Yeah.
All right, so that's the matchup. Blue-red Fear Visions. It's really called Blue-red Prowess. But Fear Vision is going to be the star today, hopefully. So hopefully we draw
Hopefully
it
not.
against 4-color control. Let's
All
go
right.
ahead and get to the match and see who takes it down.
It's probably Todd.
Probably. I think Todd's going to win.
Yeah.
All right, here for the 7-11 game. 7 you lose, 11 you win. If you roll a 7, the other person rolls an 11, they get to go first all 5 games. Pretty big advantage.
All right.
It's only happened a few times here on the versus.
11.
Oh, no.
11?
7.
Oh, snake eyes.
It was a 2. It was like almost the opposite.
It was basically the exact opposite of 11. Well, I still get to go first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Hey, basic math.
Let's see. Well, we have lots of lands here and just a couple interaction spells, so do we keep? I assume we still just keep flooded hand because then we can just play our spells, so
Sure.
that's good.
My side, we have some early aggression, which I like. I'm not exactly sure how to sequence. I think I'll just decide on turn 2 based on what lands he plays.
Right. All right. Well, let's get the Fumaroli down.
All right. If he had played a land that meant that he would probably have a creature in play by turn 2 or 3, I would probably be leaning towards playing the Riddle form first so that I could go Incendiary Flow, attack for 3.
Your turn.
But since that's not the case, I may play Storm Chaser Mage here to get in some damage. So I can play Storm Chaser Mage. There's a good chance it'll just die to a removal spell. We can try to play around Censor and save our Riddle form for that, so we don't get hit with a Censor. I'm going to try this thing.
Okay, so we have different ways to get rid of this. Now, looking at seeing a blue-red with Storm Chaser Mage means I'm probably going to be seeing some spells. I don't think this Essence Scatter is probably going to do too much else than trade. It's going to be hard to trade up on mana. Usually the blue-red decks don't have creatures that cost too much more than 2. So we'll just use Essence Scatter.
Definitely agree.
Well, we'll get our first Jacob Ba, and it is your turn.
All right. So I think I want to cast this basically last. So I think I'll play this. Hopefully it doesn't get censored. We're trying to
Resolves.
play our stuff in a weird way.
We're saving that. We're going to use one of these. Ooh, that's a card. It's the best card in our deck. Go ahead.
Okay, we're gonna maybe be a little tricksy here. I'm gonna play a Crash Through so I can turn this on and draw a card.
Okay, results.
Attack for 3.
All right, I will play a
Don't bless the last me bread.
braid.
Okay, that's fine. Well, if we get negated here, I'm gonna be really sad, but we're gonna try to get it.
Negate.
Rats. All right, go. Hopefully we can draw another one or a Chandra or something and really punish him. I could have waited for him to tap out, actually. That might have been a little bit better.
Go.
We've dealt 0 damage so far. My gut tells me to just attack with a Wandering Femoral for some reason. That seems loose.
That's risky.
Well, and I think you're just going to cast Glimmer here, so maybe it's better to just play this and attack.
I will take.
Yeah, your turn. Here comes Glimmer.
All that glimmers is gold.
Oh, God. I'm the one who sings on the verse, not you.
Magma Spray is not looking like it does too much against the 1/3. Sure, it could kill a Fumarole sometime, but whatever. We'll get rid of that one. This one's probably a good card, so we'll take that. And
All
find
right.
another Glimmer? Nope.
Tight.
All right. Untap. Draw. Ooh. I forgot that was in here. I should have played that card this weekend.
If you play Limval, I'm going to be mad.
No.
I cannot beat that card.
I didn't have any white man. My deck was just all teamer, basically.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pass the turn.
All right. All right. We're going to start us off here with one of the coolest cards from the most recent sets, Insult. All the stuff is doubled. All the damage is doubled and can be prevented. What you guys say about this card?
I will respond.
Okay.
I mean, I guess I could pretend like I have a white spell and hold a white, but whatever. I'm going to respond with the Harness Lightning.
All right. Well, I'm gonna cast. Or no, sorry, I have to wait for my spell to resolve. That's fine.
Okay. So.
All right. So this is good.
Yep.
All right. 6 you.
Sure.
All right. You're 13.
13.
4 you.
I suppose I'm at 9.
Yeah. We would have dealt. We would put him to 3 if you didn't have a removal spell there. But all right, your turn. So he's a 9. So insult dealt 5 damage. Not bad for a 3-mana spell.
Yeah, not bad. Go ahead. Unfortunately, with the injury part of that, you have to have a creature to target, unfortunately.
Yep.
Storm Chaser Mage.
Well, it's either that or attack my Ephemeral into your Ephemeral/Torrential Gale.
All right, well, I'm taking it.
Here we go.
All right, so this is the card that I should have had in my deck. Pull from Tomorrow. So
oh,
that's
no. For
5? Yep.
Yeah, so you draw 5, discard 1.
Oh, you have to discard one? That's so unfair. Cards I've had, you have to discard a card. That's why I didn't play it.
Well, it is bad unless you have a ton of mana.
Well, that card looks like it wanted to be discarded anyway. So.
Yeah, sure.
All right, untap, draw. We have a way to deal with that Storm Chaser Mage now. That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
It's surprising.
Only drew 16 extra cards.
All right, let's go. I'm going to go ahead before you draw a spell and braid that.
Reasonable. I can still win if I draw Fear Visions and you don't have a counter spell, but that's a tall order. Play Planeswalker. Play Planeswalker. Tap out.
I like my Planeswalker.
Tap out.
I could hold up. I could play a Planeswalker and hold up a counter spell, but I'll just hold up multiple counter spells. Go ahead.
Why? I can only draw 1 card for your turn. All right, draw a card.
Okay. See, you said you could only draw 1 card.
Go.
I can draw more too. All that. Okay.
Probably should have attacked with a 1 Ephemeral. I'm stupid.
Ooh, that's good. This game is all but over. Pull from Tomorrow is a ridiculous card. Why did I not play that card? All right, which one of our
Because you were a
cool
Temur energy deck? You were a completely different deck, man.
Yeah, but Pull from Tomorrow is great. Okay, let's see.
Dolphin Ball.
See, like when they're tapping down my lands during my upkeep with Elder Defiends, that could have been Pull from Tomorrow. All right.
Yeah, but then you still died at the attack.
True. Does Dovenbon do anything?
He gains 2 life and draws a card.
That's kind of cool. What do? You don't really do anything either. Do I have any? Oh wait, I have a Torrential Gearhulk in my deck, right?
Yeah.
All right, so we'll.
You have a Limval the Preserver too, which.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
All right. Well, plus, I don't even know if I want to discard. All my cards are really good.
Or whatever.
I'll discard this Fumigate, I guess.
I quit.
Okay. I have Blessed Alliance, Censor, Negate,
I quit.
Dovenbon, Cast
You don't
Out.
have to stop.
I had all these.
He's already dead. Stop killing him. He's already dead. All right, we're here for game 2. I'm on the play, and this is the kind of hand that this deck really does love on the play. So hopefully we get the job done.
Well, this is the problem with playing 4 different colors and anything. We have Ether Hub for our only blue source, but we're gonna draw a blue source. It'll be fun.
All right, your turn. One really caught 4 colors. 1 Nicol Bolas does. It's a Nicol Bolas splash, not a black splash.
True.
All right, so I think we actually have to sequence our red mana here, as opposed to casting the spell that might end up generically being better, since we have just another island in hand.
Okay, Fear Vision we won't be able to beat at all.
Tight.
But without this cast out. But I think I'm supposed to cycle this cast out.
I would guess so, yes.
Yeah.
Personally. If you're missing on colored mana.
Ugh. Ugh. Well, we got our colored mana, but it's Fumarole. And do we need to keep this up? Probably do. All right, so how can we play, like, what's our next few turns going to look like? We'll have this turn, this the following turn, and the following turn after that. If we do that, we would be playing these lands. That's actually probably all fine. All right, we're going to go ahead and Ether Hub and pass turn.
All right. Ooh, that's tough. That's real tough, actually. I think I just want to get the pressure onto the battlefield, though, so we'll play this trigger this.
Yep.
All right. Attack for 2.
Yep.
17 to 20.
Yep.
I'll try Soul Scar Mage.
Oh, Essence Scatter the Soul Scar Mage.
Sure. Your turn.
This is awkward. Oh, this is all awkward. All right, go ahead. Yep.
Sure, that's the one you want to play.
Yep.
All right, just making sure. Oh, that was a good draw. All right, riddle form. Trigger.
Counter it.
It is countered. We'll go ahead and cast through. Play this, attack for 6. Your turn. 2 triggers.
Oh, because you cast through. Okay, right.
Yep.
Yeah. Crash through. Ugh. Go ahead.
All right, so you have no blue mana.
Not this turn.
No blue mana. What's that like?
Hmm.
All right.
That's going to be difficult to beat.
All right, trigger these.
Yep.
So this is 5 right now. This will be 7. Put into 4. Yeah. All right. Attack for 5.
Yep.
Oh, plus on card, deal you 2.
Yep. Go to 4.
Your turn.
All right. Our draw blue mana plan did not really work there.
You had 2 blue manas.
Yeah, I did.
You
I had
cast 2
two
blue spells.
blue manas.
Now you got 3.
I have nothing. None of these cards do anything.
Tight.
I'm dead.
Tight.
I'm dead.
Radiant Flames. Yeah.
Yeah.
Riddle Form's nice.
Radiant Flames and mono colorless lands.
Yeah.
All right, we're back here for sideboarding, and I have a lot of sideboarding to do here.
Yeah.
So I have a lot of just expensive cards that I don't want against Fever Visions. You know, I don't want tons of 5 drops and a 7 drop in my hand against Fever Visions. The blue-red decks don't really have expensive creatures to counter anything. Essence Scattered can't really trade up, and it can often be a dead card.
Yeah, I mean, in actuality, I only have 8 creatures in my deck. You know, the 4
Just
Storm
just
Chaser Mages and 4 Soulscar. Is it Soulscar Mage?
Yeah, Soulscar Mage.
Just a bunch of mages?
Yeah, you just got
I guess
8
that's
mage.
the default for Prowess is you have to be a mage.
Yep.
All right.
So same thing. Magma Spray just doesn't really kill anything. It does kill the Soulscar Mage, but I want to be a little more proactive here after board. So against Fear Vision, I want to try to be able to end the game. That's why I'm bringing in a couple Glorybringers. I'm just bringing in 2. I'm not bringing in all 3. Because again, I don't want to have too many 5 drops. But then we got Gideon's to add some pressure. Spell Quells, we're hoping that it takes out the removal, and then just some other interactive cards that do a little more.
Yeah, I mean, Jace's Defeat and Chandra's Defeat both seem like pretty good in this matchup. Being able to either counterspell a Riddle Form early on or a Fever Vision or something seems pretty solid. Chandra's Defeat being able to kill any of my creatures for, it's only 1 mana, right?
Yeah, it's just 1 mana.
1 mana, or kill my Chandra for 1 mana. That's busted.
And then if it kills a Chandra, I get to loot, or to discard then draw. So
you get to rummage.
Yeah.
I think Chandra's Defeat might be the best of all of those cards.
I think so too.
It just seems very powerful. For 1 mana, it's also an instant, which is cool.
Yeah.
My side, we don't have a ton to board in. I thought about boarding in the refuse to cooperate, excuse me. Mostly because he does have some expensive cards in his deck, but I don't think that on turn 4 I'm going to be wanting to hold up 4 mana for a spell that's just going to be like deal you 4 damage or deal you 5 damage or whatever.
Right.
The back half of Cooperate also doesn't seem that good. It can maybe help me win a counterspell battle if he gets in a fight over 1, but it's kind of expensive. This card is mostly for ramp. We're going to be bringing just 2 dispels and 2 negates to help fight the counterspell battles, protect our creatures. We're leaving in the unsummons as ways to protect our own stuff, not to bounce his, although he is bringing Spell Queller, so I could see a situation where I do actually bounce his Spell Queller to get my spell back.
Yep.
Shocks are just less impactful than Incendiary Flow, even though it's an instant, so I'm going to... And Insult Injury, we don't have a target for injury, and we're going to be fighting an attrition battle, I think, so I think Insult's going to be not very good.
Okay, we are back here for game 3, and I get to actually have colored mana sources, and I like it.
Unfortunately, my blue source comes into play tapped. I'm really hoping to draw a Sparbluff Canal or an Island on my first draw so I can lead with Soulscar Mage. Otherwise, I'm probably going to be leading with Fumarole for Riddle Form.
Play this one, because we're probably going to cycle our other one.
All right, go.
Inspiring Vantage, go ahead.
All right, try a Riddle Form.
We will negate that.
All right, your turn.
Go ahead.
All right, try Fever Visions. Don't have another negate.
I just drew a censor.
Ah, come on. Go. Man.
Hmm.
We're missing out on a lot of damage here from the Soulscar Mage, but we wouldn't have been able to cast like anything, so.
I think we'll actually probably need that land, so we'll play it. Go ahead.
Alright, Soulscar Mage.
Good.
Alright, Soulscar Mage.
Ugh. Still good.
Alright, go. What you got?
I think I'm gonna actually we're probably gonna be using our mana the next couple turns, so I'm gonna go ahead and Supreme Will. Okay, well I'm gonna try to Supreme Will. All right, it's dispelled.
I wasn't sure if he was like backing up to try to counter my Soulscar Mage. Either way, I'm just gonna dispel it.
Yeah, no, I was gonna do the impulse thing.
Oh no.
Play that.
Oh,
Exert.
no. Okay.
Your turn.
Well, we actually have a really good follow-up for that, so I was afraid that this card might not do very much in our deck. Well, now I kind of just want to play Storm Chaser Mage. I want to do this while he's tapped out, so we're going to do 4 and 3 and then pay for 2.
Okay.
So you'll take 5 down to 15. Your turn.
All of our stuff are instant, so we'll just pass turn.
Just because it's an instant doesn't mean you have to play it on your own or on my turn.
That's true.
How's that?
Spell Queller. How many cards do you have?
2.
2. All right, that'll resolve.
Weird. All right, whatever.
Okay.
All right, take 2.
13.
Your turn.
All that is gone.
Stop.
Good.
Stop. Yeah, that's fine. Only got red mana.
All right, I want that one. Do I want this one? Nah. All right, so bottoming the land, taking the spell. Draw 2. Ooh, that one's fun. On tap, draw. So we want to be able to use this and kill a creature. We got to worry about the prowess trigger, so timing could be important. I think for now though we'll just pass turn. I don't think I'm going to use it yet.
All right, play this.
Resolves.
All right, 3.
Get in here with the spell queller.
Tilt. Okay.
Go to blockers. Block this one.
Okay. Take
All
2.
right. Take 2. Go to 11.
Go.
All right, so it's pretty safe that probably doesn't have a play, but yeah, we'll go and use this end step now. Try an Abrade.
Got me. Got
All
me
right.
real good, Jim. Start calling you Jim. I think it's just
No, that's just
non-combat damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish it was all my stuff did wither damage. That'd be sweet.
I like just holding up all this stuff, so we're not playing this yet. And yeah, we're not going to attack. We're not going to erase. We're just going to blocks.
Play this.
Okay. Good.
Go.
Try this again. End step. Abrade.
Sure.
All right, and then I'm also going to just cycle a sensor.
Sure.
All right, untap. Draw. Get in there.
Yep. 14.
Your turn. Okay.
Do I want to play around on a spell queller? I don't know if I can. I feel like he just has a removal spell. I think I just have to do this. If he has a spell queller, then whatever.
All right, so we're playing our Blessed Alliance. We'll do sacrifice and untap my spell queller, and then block.
I'll switch.
Okay.
Okay. Go. So 14, 11. You got 2 cards.
Yep.
All right.
So I wanted that off the table because I just want to be able to play this Nahiri, start plussing up, try to get to Linvala. I'm gonna discard a farmland and draw.
Yeah.
Your
Now
turn.
even Fever Vision doesn't do much now. Well. All right. Whatever. Kill her.
Okay.
Go.
Well, she was supposed to find me Linvala, and thankfully, whenever I discard a card, she found me Linvala. So.
All right. So you're at 16.
Yep.
All right.
Good job, Nahiri. You did great.
That's funny. All right. I think there's just too much. I
Okay.
just got
I
too
got
many
cast out
lands.
negate.
Yeah. All right, I'm on the play here for game 4, and my hand is a little wonky. I kind of want to mulligan it, but since we have these 2 crash throughs to just cycle, I guess I have to keep.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of blue mana, but we got one, so.
All right. Just going to cycle this.
Okay.
Your turn. Need to find a threat real fast.
Go ahead.
It's threat-ish. See if we hit a Soul Scar. We do not. Go.
Inspiring Vantage. Go. I didn't realize I had this many basics in my deck.
All right. This guy.
Okay.
Tap. So put you
19.
to 19. Your turn.
I'm gonna cycle a sensor.
Sure.
Untap my land that I didn't tap. Draw a card. Those are 2 pretty good draw steps for us. Let's just play a plain old land and pass turn.
Plain old plains. What do I do here?
I also don't have energy.
Yeah, sorry. Flow you.
So we could respond with the removal spell for this mage, but it's likely that Todd has just another spell, and it's very likely. So we're going to just take the flow.
All right, so you're at 14.
Going to 14.
Go.
And I want to find some like real answer for this Storm Chaser mage. So I'm going to Supremo.
Sure.
1, 2. That's probably going to be... Oh, yeah, 3 lands and 1 card. We'll take the non-land, so we have our lands anyway.
Is it a good card? Is it good at least?
It can at least take care of that Storm Chaser mage.
All right.
So
Fair enough.
untap, draw. Yeah. All right. Now we got an energy. And still sitting on 7. Pass turn.
All right, flow you.
Okay. I'll go to
11.
11.
Attack.
Don't think we're casting this, and I don't think he's got Censor. So let's do the sack and gain 4 life. Let's go for it all.
I don't have the sensor. I have a negate.
Okay.
Which I don't know if that's worth playing, but you're going to take 3 more down to 8.
Yep.
Go. Want to save that negate for a planeswalker, but gain 4 and kill my creature is worth countering, I believe.
All right. I'll use
He
the braid.
did. He did.
And I'll pass turn.
That was an insanely good draw.
Sure.
All right. In a turn, trigger.
Yeah, I'll cycle my farmland.
Sure. Go.
All right. We are hoping for no more negates on Todd's side. So might as well just get this Spire Bluff Canal down. Yeah, because we have a... well, I'm going to go to my end step. Wait, if I draw a card, I'll still just take the 2?
Yeah. So you get a card, but you take 2, but it's, you get to choose if you try.
But I paid 2 life to draw a card, basically. How many cards do you have? Just 3?
I have 3 crads.
All right, we'll put the trigger on the stack, draw.
Okay. So you go to 6.
Go to 6 still, and then step. I'll forsake the world layout. Another negate.
Yep. Hopefully I don't get censored.
Nope, that's got to be game because I did not get a counterspell.
All right. Well, we could try to go for the throat with a Wandering Fumarole here, but I assume that since he didn't have a counterspell there, he just since he didn't have a counterspell, I think we just have to assume he has a removal spell.
Or it could have a lot of lands.
Could. I can play this though.
That resolves.
All right, move my end step. Draw 2.
Okay, so we need Hour of... What's the one? What's the white one? Hour of... Whatever the white one is.
I don't remember.
That destroys... Revelation? Revelation sounds like a card.
That sounds about right, if not actual right.
Well, play this Port Town and reveal Another basic.
All right.
And we just drew a pull for tomorrow. It's not really what you want against Fever Vision.
Well, you can pull for. I see. What you have 4.
Pull
drop?
for 0 and just discard a card. Let's see.
Good. Yeah.
Good.
Technically, all right. You have to get down
All
to
right.
1 card for that to matter, though. So.
Okay. Let's see what we got.
Do you have another 3?
We're gonna play a Gideon, Ally of Zendikar.
Sure, man. 0 or plus?
0.
You know, I just get to kill him if I want, right?
Dude, that'd be good.
Yeah.
Kill him.
Hey, go kill him.
Yeah, I mean that's actually probably our play is just pull for 0.
Well,
Just
how
gets
many
us to
how many
2.
cards does that leave you? It gets
It'll get us to 2, so we'll just take 2 damage
take
instead
2.
of 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Does this resolve?
Yeah.
All right, I'll draw 0, and then I'll discard this. I'll just discard that plains.
Okay.
Triggers.
Unsummon that.
Okay, well then I'm dead to the unsummon.
Yeah.
Because then the ephemeral kills us.
Yeah.
All right, back here for game number 5, and I'm pretty glad I won the die roll.
Dude, you're not nearly as excited about this as you should be. This is the rubber game.
Ooh, Todd versus Todd rubber game?
2-2 rubber game.
Okay.
The true mirror.
Well, if you'd see my hand, you would understand why I'm not too excited about this one.
Sure. My hand's great. I don't know about you.
Okay, well, I don't have anything to do before turn 3, so I'm really glad I'm on the play. If I was on the draw, I could not keep this, but hopefully this guy does some stuff for us. So we're going to lead off with ephemeral. Go ahead.
All right. Well, we'll see how this guy works out. He's going to do some damage.
2-mana spell. Port Town, reveal plains. Go.
I feel like he drew the port down because I'm pretty sure he put that one right into play. All right. Play Riddle Form. Trigger this.
Okay.
Tie for 2.
Okay. 18.
All right. Your turn. I did not think that Soul Scar Mage was going to survive.
Why did I draw that this turn? Ugh. I'm perfect last turn. Play my plains. Go ahead.
All right. I'm just going to do this. Crash through. Triggers.
Okay.
Draw a card.
Yep.
Attack for 5.
Yep.
Put you to 13.
13.
Go.
We cast Supreme Will.
Yeah, sure. Whatever. I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
1, 2, 3, 4. I think we're gonna have to take this. Yeah. Basically, just need any kind of interaction.
Please don't interact with me.
All right, get my 1 Jacob Baugh a game back, and
At least you didn't leave it on there this time.
I'm sure.
You'll carry over from previous game energy.
Sure, yeah, sure. Todd has a negate for us, so we're just gonna pass the turn.
You're sure I have a negate? How are you sure I have a negate? I mean, I do.
Because I would have a negate if that was me. So.
All right. Well, do you also have Fever Visions plus Dispel? Because that's what I got.
All right.
What's this? Counter an instant, and the only thing you can cast on my turn is instants, right? I guess flash creatures too. But...
All right. Fever Visions will resolve.
All right. 5 you.
Now we have to. So we're casting this cast out. Do we want cast out on Riddle Form or Fever Vision? So like we are going to be doing this now. Ooh.
Well, you can't beat this card.
I can't beat that card.
I think you just have to hit this. Take 5 down to 8. I mean, I guess
this will mean you don't get to draw.
I don't get to draw the card though,
which is nice.
For
sure.
It's up to you. Man, that's a tilt.
All right, so we're planning on this for next turn. So we're gonna cast out the Riddle Form.
All right, you take 2, and then
2.
I'll draw a card.
Yep. So I'm at 11.
Your turn. Man, I was so cocky, and it did not work out right. Did not work out the way I wanted it to.
All right, I think we want to do all of this together. Now, again, do we draw a card and take 2 damage? Or do we get rid of the Fever Vision now? So we're at 9. We're looking at a lot of damages. I don't think we can take another 2, honestly. So I'm gonna just right now we're gonna forsake the worldly.
Try to
and I'll
dispel.
censor it.
All right. Fine.
Go.
All my energy.
We get a play on. Game's not over yet.
Ooh. Okay. It's actually kind of cool. We're going to deal 3 to you and wheel my hand. We're going to discard 3 land and negate and draw 4 cards.
Ooh.
1, 2, 3.
So
4.
3, 4, 5. So I'm going to 6.
And then I will play this.
Ooh, that's a good draw. Oh no, our land comes into play tapped. Ooh. That would have been a good draw.
Oh, Limvala, the Preserver.
Gidgeon. Gidgeon gonna get you.
No, he ain't.
Oh, well. He's my only knight ally that I have. Right, row.
Triggers. Let's see. If we send both at you, we put you to 4. If we send both at Gideon, I guess there's no difference in trying to kill Gideon this turn and not. Maybe I actually don't attack with this, because if he casts Linvala, he doesn't get an extra creature. Ugh. Yeah, I'm gonna back this turn up.
Okay.
I need to actually think about this, since I can't kill your Gideon. If I just play 2 Riddle forms, my next turn, if I draw a land, is gonna be nuts. And my next turn, if I don't draw a land, will still be okay. All right. We're just going to play 2 Riddle forms and attack you for 3. All right, go.
Block.
If he didn't block, then that would give me a decent shot.
Ugh, gross. We need cards, not that. We have to just keep making blockers, I think. Can't just not have any
attack
defense.
for 5 when I'm at 20?
Yeah, that's
why on
doesn't sound
earth
great.
would you ever do that?
Could attack for 9.
Sure. And then you
And
would
then just die. Yeah. Could cast this now, but don't. Is there a reason to cast this now? No, there's not. All right, go ahead.
All right, play this.
Resolves.
All right, play this. Triggers.
Does not resolve.
All right. Well, you got 5 mana and 1 card. He's at 6 life. This is a 2. He can block with Fumarole. These all fly. If I attack with this, and he has Blessed Alliance, I just sack this. Takes 8. And so it goes to 10, it goes down to 2. That seems reasonable. All right, all you.
We'll take another one of these riddle forms, I think. I think I want to take a riddle form. Storm Chaser, I guess, he does have to draw a spell to turn on the riddle forms. Maybe we just take the Storm Chaser and just hope that you brick on a spell even though you have a Scry one also.
Yeah.
I think that's probably our only way to actually win.
Don't forget about this, too.
Yeah.
I mean, you have ways to block.
Yeah, we have ways to deal with the Fumarole. And, of course, we have to just jump in here just to stay alive.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no. If I take this, though, that's 6. I'm dead.
Yeah.
So I have to take a riddle form. All right, well, that makes my decision easy.
1. This dies.
Yep, so I'll go to 1. And I'm going to draw something sweet. Like
Nope.
Linvala, the Preserver.
Well, if you
Linvala. Ooh, that was close.
if you draw a removal spell for this, and I just draw a land.
Oh, well, you have a Scry.
Oh, no, you're at 1, and I have this. So it has to be...
It's got to be good.
I have 3 attackers unlocked.
Yeah. I need Linvala.
Need currently without. And a Black Lotus.
Dead.
Yeah. All right. So the first Todd mirror concludes with Todd as the victor.
That's what I call it. I said Todd was going to win.
Congratulations, Todd.
Thank you. Congratulations, Todd.
Thank you. No, that was actually a really fun match.
Yeah, that was a good one.
This blue-red Prowess deck actually has a lot of ways to not only interact with you on counterspell level, but also just has these permanents that are a little tough to deal with sometimes. I actually thought you put up an insanely good fight against my Fever Visions. the white added to the deck gives you these answers to the card. That it also actually gives you answers to Chandra Torch of Defiance as well.
Yeah.
2 cards that would normally be very tough for a blue-red control player to beat.
Yeah, enchantments and planeswalkers are just really hard for blue-red control normally, but Cast Out did a lot of work. You only had the 2 of them. Linvala was great in the matchup. I could see
you forsake the Worldly so much?
Yeah, no, there's just one in there. I found it. That's what Glimmer does, I guess. But I guess I didn't have Glimmer. But yeah, like I thought it could be pretty tough playing against 4 main deck Fever Visions, but we put up a good fight over here.
No, for sure. I think that actually is definitely a plus on the column for Michael Hamilton's 4-color control deck. Just being able to fight one of the cards that traditionally KOs a control deck with Fever Vision. So yeah, it's kind of awesome to see the deck put up that good of a result from that side. Personally, I thought it was going to be like a 4-1.
Yeah.
Just because of how good Fever Visions is. The blue-red Prowess deck does have focus on removal spells, though, and those don't really do a whole lot. We did get to see Collective Defiance do some work there. And not only looting away a bunch of lands, but also being able to kill a Glorybringer after a sideboard.
Yeah, and how many Collective Defiances do you have?
3, I believe.
3? Okay, yeah. That's a card I've always really liked, but I've always just kind of found it a little underwhelming. Yeah. But I kind of want to play it with Fraying Sanity also, so like you can loot or have your opponent just send all their cards to the graveyard. Sure. That's probably going a little too deep. But even Incinerate Flow, like Incinerate Flow did a good amount of damage, just 3 upstairs and a Prowess trigger, so basically 4 damage for 2 mana.
I am no stranger to Volcanic Hammer targeting the forehead.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. So that's gonna be all for me and me.
Yeah.
Todd and Todd today. We got 2 more videos for you guys this week on Thursday and Friday leading into Pro Tour Hour of Devastation. That's going to be the only major event this weekend. The marquee Wizards of the Coast Premier Japan.
Watching party at your house?
Yeah.
All right.
Y'all are invited.
All right. I'm in.
No, watching party at your house, y'all are invited.
Wait, it's at Todd's house.
It was at Todd's house. I was confused.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching the first season of StarCGames.com. For Todd, I'm Todd. We'll see you soon.